to day 21 of the 30-day data science challenge. We're going to go over this day one Titanic random forest, and this is through a repo by Rocha Achari, and let's just go over what they're covering. So there's a Kaggle Python Docker image at this GitHub repo. This person basically imported NumPy as NP and Pandas as PD for data processing and linear algebra, and they got their input data files from Kaggle from the input directory. This is just Kaggle code, and this is what their training data look like. Kaggle input and Titanic, and you train it. So you see passenger ID, survive, P class, name, sex, age, P arc, ticket, fare, cabin, embarked, and then there's test data, which is kind of similar with same columns, and then this is the head of that data. They had a woman training data where they trained the data based on the person's gender and who survived, and they found a rate for women, which was the sum of the women over the length of the woman, shows the percentage of women who survived, and the rate, which is 74%. For some reason, there was less men who survived. You can kind of take whatever guess you want for that for the training data. Only 18% survived. Maybe they didn't get on the boats as much, or there wasn't enough material for them. So it looks like this is the machine learning kind of side of things. They basically did a scikit-learn ensemble random forest classifier, trained the data based on the number of people who survived. The features were p-class, sex, p-arc, and the other sib there. There's a pandas.get dummies data for trained data features. There's a testing data set, which is pandas.get dummies for test data for the features. The model that's used is the random forest classifier with an estimators of 100, a depth of 5, and a random state of 1. And you basically fit the model on X and Y data and make predictions for the X test. The output is pd dot data frame passenger ID, test data, passenger ID survived, and then output to a submission CSV file, and then this submission was saved. So pretty simple kind of data analysis here. We can also look at this exercise for syntax variables and numbers. So this is a set of Python coding problems. If I guess this is new for Kaggle notebooks, and it's just showing people commands. So the first thing was add a new code cell by clicking on an existing code cell and hit A and B. Pretty simple. They imported some libraries and did the setup. So this one's just something on color. It checks the color. It also has a hint and solution. This is very basic operators. It's just showing how to do addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, and exponentiation. And we have pi and radius. This is showing how to swap variables. This one is showing adding parentheses. This one is a hard question. I think there's a spice here. Adding parentheses to the following expression, and there is more. And then I guess the other thing we can do here is we can probably look at Kaggle ML notebooks popular, or let's say actually LLM maybe. Let's see what comes up. Popular notebooks showing LLM. So Kaggle is really good to use for data science specifically, and it's giving me a list of notebooks here. So it's saying gamma models, more gamma, Keras gamma, prompt recovery. What else is here? Oh, we can also search a popular data science notebooks in Kaggle. Popular data science notebooks in Kaggle. Let's go look at this one. And it's also good to be on Medium, so what does this person have? Web scraping, there's Python, assembling, pandas, data exploration, data preprocessing, text preprocessing, visualizations, imbalanced data sets, tabular data, math and stat skills, feature engineering, which is good to look at modeling, model performance, hyperparameter tuning, XGBoost, sklearn and ML pipeline, naive Bayes, binary classification, linear regression, list regression, decision trees, clustering. So we've seen some of these before, gradient boosting, k-nearest neighbors, support vector machines, and that's pretty much it. So this link is a good one, I guess, to have. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all we'll cover today, and then I'll build off this. So thanks for listening. Bye.